Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf Edwards and welcome to part 56 of the American Show. Let us begin. So after a couple of hours of her sleeping after calling her new boyfriend, William, and asking him to come to dinner so he can meet the family, which at that point was her mom and her sister, Beatrice. It was now time for her to get up once again and to tell them what's about to happen. So she gets out of the bed once again. She leaves the bedroom once again to go to the bathroom. She takes off her clothes and hops in the shower. Then, after that, she, of course, leaves the bathroom after washing everything and or taking a shower. She leaves the bathroom after drying off her body. She leaves the bathroom, she goes to her room, and then she begins looking around the closet to see if there is some clothes for her to wear. Luckily, there is. She chooses her clothes, she puts them on, then she leaves her bedroom once again, goes to the living room to watch a little bit of TV. Then after that, she of course waits for her sister and her mom to arrive. They do arrive. Beatrice is not cooking, of course their mom is. She sits down next to her and says, "Well, how did you sleep last night?" I don't want to talk about that. I have something to tell you guys. She turns the TV off and she says, as you very well know, I have a new boyfriend. I have been seeing him. I just started seeing him, and for our second date, I want him to eat here. I want him to meet you guys, and I want your honest opinions on him. Is he nice? Is he not? I don't want anything to be held back. But as always, be respectful, obviously. But I just want your honest opinions on him because I really like him, and I want to possibly spend the rest of my life with this man. So if you would, so I am going to be cooking dinner tonight for the 3 or 4 of us. Me, you, Beatrice, and William, my boyfriend. So, what do you think? Are you down with that? Or do I have to, give you, or do you not want to do that? It's all up to you, Beatrice and Mom. You don't have to say yes, but I would really love it if you did, because, I want him to meet you guys, and I really think that it'd be a nice thing for all of us. Yes, no problem. No problem. What do you need? Her mom said. well, I just need you. Let me take care of the dinner. Everything is going to be perfect, I hope. Yeah, me too, Beatrice said. I would love to, no problem. When is he coming? Oh, well, we haven't decided yet. I was thinking about 8 o'clock p.m.? Yes. Okay. I mean, you're going to get started on dinner at, maybe 5, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be a good time to get started on dinner. Maybe before that, I don't know. But yeah, maybe around that area. Okay, no problem. I hope that I hope he likes it. And I hope he likes you guys. I know he likes me. Anyway, Mom, what are you cooking for breakfast? I don't know yet, she said. After that, she sits back down and turns on the TV once again to watch TV. After a couple minutes after a couple hours of her mom and sister just talking to each other about the dinner and her being oblivious to it and watching the news. It was now time for breakfast. So they sat down at the breakfast table and they began eating breakfast. After they ate breakfast, it was time for Joey, to go to work. And she picks up her jacket or grabs her jacket and she leaves, waving goodbye to her mom and sister. She gets in the car and she drives away after buckling up after she buckles up her seatbelt, of course. Then she pulls up to the Alpha Queen Studios. She is very excited for rehearsal and dinner. She sees him as she's pulling up to the parking lot. She gets out of the car first. He gets out second. And they began talking about what time he should be coming to dinner. He says 8. She says, okay. I had a feeling that you were going to say that. He says, is that a bad time? She says, no. He says, okay. And they walk in. After that, they began rehearsing for tonight's show. After they rehearsed, it was now time to go back to the dressing rooms and prepare themselves for the show. For the show. Which is exactly what they did. Joey goes back to her dressing room and of course, William goes to his. She says to herself, this is going to be a great show, but I'm not worried about that right now. What I'm worried about is how he's going to take my sister. She could be a little bit off-putting at times, but let's hope she's not too off-putting. Then after that, she calms herself down, she takes her breath, and after that, she leaves the dressing room. And as she's opening up the door, the show begins. She walks to him and they wave hello to the audience. And then after that, they begin singing the opening song. After that, they welcome the first guest, which was a representative of the secret country, coming to say hello to America. They were doing this thing where they were talking to Americans and hopefully building a relationship with America. So that's what she was doing at the time. The representative of the representative of the country, the secret country, the ambassador, if you will, of the secret country. After that, they started talking about foreign policy and how and what the name could be. The ambassador shut that down, obviously, and she refused to answer any part of that question. It is secret after all. After that, the show is over. They say goodbye to their guest, and everything is going wonderful. And they are very excited to go. They are very, very excited to leave because they got dinner to go to, obviously. So they waved goodbye to the audience after they sung a rushed version of the goodbye song. Then the credits roll. The credits are rolling as everybody else is leaving. The audience is leaving the studio as always, and that was it. The cameras turns off, and everything is wonderful. After the audience leaves, they too leave. They were walking out the studio where the ambassador came up to them and started talking how the show was great, how the show was amazing, and then all of a sudden, behind them, these two men with masks on started suffocating them from behind, and then all of a sudden they got put in separate trunks, and she says, "Job well done, boys. Job well done." Then she gets in the first car, and that's where Joey is in the trunk of the first car that the ambassador is also in. She's in the passenger seat whilst her driver is driving them to a secret location in the secret country. In the secret country, perhaps. She is out. She's out cold. She is knocked out at that point. After that, they were gone. They make it to the airport, the private jet, obviously. They carry them both on a jet, and they, of course, sit them down, they wake them up, they wake them up. The henchman wakes Joey and William up so they can see what's happening. And they said, what in the hell's going on here? What the hell? What was that? The ambassador said, we just kidnapped you. What? Yes, we just kidnapped you. What you have done to the king of Silvercat, or the king of the secret country, will not be, you will not get away with this. You will not get away with that. So your best solution to this problem is to kidnap us? Yes. I think it's a wonderful solution to this problem. That we would kill you, just like you killed, just like the princess of Silvercat killed our king. And seeing how you're her best friend, and, well, seeing how this is probably your boyfriend, well, we are going to kill you both. And then, once we have the princess, we will kill her too. They land in the secret country. They got passed out again, or knocked out again. They got picked up, and they got carried to the castle of the secret country. They got put on a bed, several beds rather. They got put in several beds where they can't talk to each other or speak to each other at all. Period. She was quite scared. There was no phone rooms to be seen. There was nothing. It was just black. And that's where she started to panic. And she begins to cry. And that was it. To be continued. Well, I hope you I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, leave me a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below telling me what do you like about the video or hate about the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.